Hey, what's going on, Wes? How you doing? I'm typing into the developers right now for Dead Estate, or at least trying to. Let's let me know how the audio is. A little tired today, but let's watch some video games. I'm excited.
Please welcome to the stage the
All right.
creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, my boy. Fucking love you, Jeff.
Hello, everybody.
One second.
Welcome to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you.
Yo.
We're live here in Los Angeles.
Let me know how the audio is. Hopefully, you guys are doing well today.
So good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody. When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games.
Repeating in Discord? I did.
And our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future.
Muted? No. Can you hear me? I just wasn't talking. I'm typing like a forum real quick.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Gameplay for Mortal Kombat 1. That'll be good.
Alan Wake 2.
Yes.
The reveal of Fortnite's next season.
Eh.
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Ooh.
I'll say right
Ooh.
now. But let's get right to the game.
Also, Devolver Digital, they're doing their thing at 3 o'clock today, so maybe we'll look at that.
Which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
A very special grand finale. XCOM 3? Yeah, I know you, brother. I know you. XCOM 3? Yeah, right.
Is cursed.
I wish.
The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the Immortals, to rescue him and save the Empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
It looks like a mobile game. These types of games aren't bad. Kind of reminds me of my friend Pedro. It's like Prince of Persia and like... I don't know, bro. If this was on mobile, this would be a pretty good mobile game, though.
In these times of darkness, hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
It is Prince of Persia. Wow.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost
That shit
Crown
looks
is coming
hard,
in
bro.
January 2024, a brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights.
Just looks like a mobile game, but it looked pretty good.
Platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise.
All right, take
You'll
care,
be able to
brother.
see
Good luck with
more
work.
at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
All right, let's get some Mortal Kombat. Yeah, just tease Homelander at the end, bro. Just give us a
4
tease.
years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline, and it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story,
all right,
gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, we got to see some fatalities. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Fight.
Damn, bro. This is gonna be gross.
You have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions I must gather.
It's supposed to be a prequel, but it also continues the story of Mortal Kombat 12. I don't get it, but sure.
Mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
I watched a documentary on like how they make like the bone cracking sounds, dude. They put so much work into those details. Like, people take it for granted, but those details are actually so fucking hard to design. Yeah, the X-rays, dude. Disgusting.
Let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience.
All right, take care, Roxy.
I make up for.
Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. The new Skullgirls update's looking fire. Yeah. It looks good too. A video game, true. The stream can't handle the bit rate, but it looks great. Oh jeez.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
It's weird to see these characters like so early on into like how they are. Usually when we see them, they're like already like these established fucking like crazy looking like characters. So in this game, they all look more human, more normal before shit went fucking crazy. So it's a little, the game design, I think it's unique, but it's also a little weird seeing them before they're like these like fucking hot shots, like fucking I live in hell. I'm Scorpio, like you know what I mean? Or Scorpion. Jesus Christ. That was disgusting. It looks good. Jeez, dude. It looked good, man. Again, I just think the design, like the OG designs,
right,
or whatever, before they went crazy, it's cool. I hope there's alternate
Many
costumes.
questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer
No-
Game Fest
no
one
head?
of our industry's
Yeah,
greatest
okay.
creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
Ed fucking Boon.
Congratulations. They love you. All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible
He's
world
here, I
premiere. We
guess.
got
He's
to
all
see
might, dude.
the
I am
gameplay
here.
of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is it's MK1, right? Went from
Again,
11 to
there
1, so tell us about this. Is it a new
really
timeline?
needs to be
Yeah,
alternate
I
costumes
don't know how many people
where you have
seen
like
the ending of
the
Mortal Kombat
designs
11.
of characters
Liu
people are
Kang
used
basically
to.
was kind of graduated into like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline.
Again, yeah, it's the
A number of
beginnings.
these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different
So
story.
that's my thing.
So
They look
Sub-Zero and
super
Scorpion are
like
brothers
basic
now.
a little
There's-
bit.
There's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what
It's a cool concept though,
It looks
dude.
incredible. Everything we saw there was, you know, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for
Shitty
4
gear
years on
system,
this, but
Injustice 2,
the thing
and
we
Mortal
got to
Kombat.
talk about are these cameos because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You obviously have your sort
Yo,
of your
I hope
main,
Jeff
you know,
asks
character
about
that you
like
pick,
the
and then I know
DLC,
you
bro.
also have a separate kind of
Ask
cameo
about
that
it, bro.
you
That's
see
what we all want to
you
know.
prepare when you start the game.
Be
Yeah,
like,
normally
so
in a fighting
is
game, you'll
Homelander gonna
see
be in the game?
A roster,
Is it true?
basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters.
How about that Omni
which
Man?
are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters, and these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves. And
Did you
can
just
call
say a
them
lot
out.
of
You
blank
can do it multiple
squares
times,
there?
as you saw in the gameplay, you know, so you can piece.
Am I crazy?
you
Did
can
I just hear
basically
that?
Combine these two characters. All
Are
the
those
characters can be
squares?
combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. You know, the best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's
Assist,
just
yeah.
one
Has
button
more
pushes,
Mortal
basically
Kombat
summon,
hasn't
but they
had
have a
assists,
variety, so
right?
you can go, you know, push that button with towards, and it'll
I don't
do a
know if
different
I
move. Push
haven't
it
been
with
too
down,
into
it'll
Mortal
do a different
Kombat, but
move.
has Mortal
And so
Kombat
the
had assists like
combination-
this?
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly, exactly.
So
And-
this is,
and
like,
so
big
these-
for Mortal
there's like a
Kombat,
meter up
right?
on top, which is basic. That'll.
They've had them in
limit it, so you
towers,
can't
but that's it.
Obviously,
Okay.
fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, you know.
It
like
is
in the
cool to
middle of
see
a
like
combo,
was
they'll have a
Scorpion
lot
and
of,
Sub-Zero working
basically
together
a
because of
whole
this
arsenal
new
of
alternate
moves.
timeline
So
where
each will come
people
out
who
there.
used to be
Sometimes you'll
enemies
see
are
them
now
appear
allies or
twice in
something
there.
like that. I think that's kind of cool.
Time-based, they come
The
out, and
concept
then
of this
obviously
game
as
is
you go
fucking
through,
sick.
you revealed some
I
of
just
them
don't
there,
like
but
how,
is it-
like,
is it a different set of characters?
They
that
all
will
look
be in
so
the cameos?
basic.
Is it
It's because
some
they're all
repeats from
starting
last year? How
out,
will that work?
and I
Yeah,
just I
yeah,
don't know.
Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can play. You can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, you know, we really love the novelty.
And it's just
of
the
it. We
funniest
really
shit
want the
ever.
cameo
Don't care,
characters
bro,
to
don't care.
You know, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of not the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
That was people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game we originally wanted to be Van Damme the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. You know, we were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so
Johnny with
finally we got
Johnny
him,
assist
and he's
versus
doing
Johnny
the
with Johnny
voices,
assist.
too.
Yep.
So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years, and so but we're we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it.
Dude, I'm
and,
telling you,
throughout the
fighting
summer, we're
games
gonna
are
be showing
fucking
a lot more
crazy lately,
content,
dude.
a lot
They're
more
popping
characters,
off.
A lot more cameo characters.
When
and
I was
think
growing
there's
up,
a lot
fighting
of
games weren't
reveals
like
that are
this
coming.
big thing. Like
Amazing.
they were
Well,
big,
Ed,
but they were
thank
very
you so much
niche.
for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much.
And it's
First
not
look
even
at
like
Mortal
just like
Kombat.
that was a good showcasing, honestly. It's not that fighting games have been like bad, but they've been super small scale. But lately, these fighting games are coming out that like everyone can like look at and be like, I want to play that fucking game. They've been going crazy, dude.
Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
Path of Exile 2 is a big one, dude. People love PoE. There's a new class, I think.
Where are the gods?
Is that what he was just saying? What was he just saying? It's like a Diablo-esque type of game. He's going crazy with those spells, dude. The logo goes hard. It does.
Looks
PoE
amazing, and there's
2.
more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6, a
Yes.
game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
New character, first DLC character. Let's get it. No fucking. Oh, dude. For some reason I thought it was Kratos. I seen that pale skin, dude. I was like, what?
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence, Leviathan. Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
I thought it was Kratos too, dude! I thought it was Kratos! I was like, what the fuck? Kratos? What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? What the fuck was that? No one even knows. The audience doesn't know what the fuck just happened. What was that? Dinosaurs in Street Fighter? What were they
Yesterday,
smoking?
Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab
What?
will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today.
What the fuck was that, dude? I'm so. What was that?
An imagination. We can shape the fabric of reality, transforming.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 is the best game ever. It's got dinosaurs. Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage and Dead by Daylight. Let's see it. Is that it? We've seen this before.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but
Oh, it got spoiled.
I
Okay.
figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
Oh, we're gonna hear about
This
it.
man's bold, creative
Is it
choices
Killer or
earned him an
Survivor, bro?
Academy
Let me
Award
know.
and a few memes on the internet
Yeah.
across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage.
No fucking way, bruh. Oh shit, the man himself, dude.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes, it is.
When I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay.
Ooh, my boy!
Playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together.
It's true.
And you play yourself?
Dead by Daylight is a special
so I play
game.
This heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. And he's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates.
It's true,
bro.
bruh.
And it's teamwork. You're working together. To
He's
pull
describing
through,
Dead by
and I
Daylight
like
perfectly
that.
right now. One
And
of
so
the
that
reasons
was
why it's a
large
good game.
reason for wanting to do it as well. That feeling of bonding with your friends.
And
Or
you're
you get
fully
pissed off,
into
they
it,
give you
heard
away.
the voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression.
He's a fan. I love it. He's a
whatever
fan
it
at
is,
heart.
It's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right.
He understands
I love
it.
I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters.
Yeah, this
For you,
Dead
I
by
mean, how
Daylight
did
is
you find out
special.
about Dead by
It has a
Daylight?
lot of shit around it, but Dead by
Something
Daylight is a very
important in my
special game.
family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in.
That was
See,
good.
Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're
His
in the
character's not
gaming
going to be anything
space,
amazing, though.
It's
It's going to
timed
fit
down
right
a
into
split
Dead by
second.
Daylight.
It's a very
But it's still
immersive
cool to have
experience
Nicolas
when you're acting out in
Cage
this space, because every move,
support
every
the game
grunt,
this
every
much.
sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much.
thank you.
Hopefully the first of many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man.
Put it
Awesome.
there,
There you
pal.
go. Lock it in. Now,
That was
if
awesome.
you want to play Nick Cage
He-
in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially
He didn't do
comes
a
out on
great
July
job
25th
of
on PC and
explaining.
console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage
Okay.
in Dead by Daylight.
Like I said, he didn't do a great job of explaining what his character's going to do, but he's just explaining the game. He's a fan of it. So he is a survivor. This is so fucking ridiculous. Like, what is this? It's just Dead by Daylight gameplay.
Damn right I made it.
That was a terrible, terrible gameplay trial. That was so bad.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of
All
video game
that build up, how he loves Dead by Daylight, and all this shit, and he's running around as an
to
NPC.
the potential of well-done
Oh,
adaptations.
that was
Later
bad.
this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere.
Nicolas
of the
Cage
trailer,
gets a pass. I
introduced by
guess so,
Henry
dude.
Cavill,
Sure.
cast.
That was bad.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all
Yes, Henry!
to share something with you.
Warhammer movie?
The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1
Oh, Witcher, bruh. I don't care. This is gonna go to shit.
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
He's not even gonna be in the fucking series anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping you alive. I won't abandon Ciri.
Neutrality has consequences too.
You're right.
Embrace. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
You sure about this?
Alright, I'm back. I love Henry Cavill as Geralt. I do not care since they're replacing him after this season.
History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future.
He is perfect for this role, dude. It's crazy. How you doing, Omar?
The Witches.
Is that so?
It looks good, but it's just so hard to be excited about The Witcher when he's leaving.
They look for monsters, and they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then wow, fangs, just like a boatload of fangs, all up in your business.
It looks great, man, but it's so hard to be excited about it. Especially when Netflix fucking doing the password shit. So here comes Fortnite. Is this Fortnite? Oh, the creators of Bulletstorm. Okay. It is Fortnite? Please don't tell me this is Fortnite. This doesn't look like Fortnite. This is too dark for Fortnite. Oh, this is that gun game. The BioShock, the Witch Hunt? Yeah. It looks great. It looks like a good game. I don't think it's getting the attention it probably needs. Because isn't it already out? It's BioShock. Oh no, early access launch. Okay. Witchfire. That was a fucking Black Ops 4 Wonder Weapon. It looked amazing. That game looks great. I thought it was already out. I guess not.
Control clears you for engagement.
Cisco 2? No, definitely not CSGO. Is it a VR game? Yeah.
Let's go.
It's Crossfire. Okay. Crossfire is Call of Duty, but VR. What was the other one? And there's another one that's CSGO, but VR. VR multiplayer game sounds nuts. There's already a couple of them. Pavlov. Pavlov exists already.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
Reminds me of like a Sniper Elite game. Almost like a Gears game too. This looks cool.
No turning back after this.
Maybe like
You
a Demon Souls, Dark Souls type game. It's Destiny though, right? It feels Destiny-esque, I guess. This could be a sick co-op game. It reminds me so much of like a bunch of games. This looks kind of cool. This is Warframe? Really? Dude, Warframe has been around for so long. I guess for good reason. No, this is Remnant. Warframe. Like, there's no way. Liar.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest.
That game didn't. Yeah, that game looked fucking crazy. Shit looked like Warframe. It looked like Gears, dude.
New season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4.
Like a Gears campaign is what that looked like to me.
As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game.
I don't know why I don't
from
see it in the
ground
chat.
up in a
I
style
see it
that I
in,
think
like-
is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game
see it
Fest
right there.
global game announcement. New
It's
thrills
right there.
with a classic feel.
More Sonic. They're remaking Sonic again? Again? I'll play it. Sure. It looks good. This is a big announcement, too. Sonic Mania 2, dude. Call it Sonic Mania 2. Show me the other characters. There it is! Yeah! Co-op? Ooh! Yo, dude! This is sick! It's like traditional Sonic, but it's not, dude. This is sick. Whoa, what the fuck was that? An exclusive Amy Rose skin? Oh god, no. Who the fuck is this? Is this a big thing? That looks sick. That looked cool.
How about that? A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past
Fang,
April,
bro, I'm
Honkai
done.
Star Rail
That looked
launched, and as you're
sick,
about to see,
dude.
the game is bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However,
Dude,
we don't just have
Summer
a new
Games
kit for
Fest
current
going
players,
hard right
but
now,
also
dude.
for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
Like, this is better than the PlayStation game show.
A few more things to do. Don't you get
I
bored
said it.
running across the map every day? Team Trailblaze, back from duty.
This is the new Genshin, right?
Where's our next stop?
Another Genshin type game. I can't believe how much money these games make, dude.
Another busy day ahead of us.
Honkai Impact, yeah. Please no Genshin. It's one of them. They generate so much fucking money across the seas, dude. Hoyoverse. There you go.
The tournament's starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
It's like a Mega Man fist, bruh.
Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
We've as Doomfist. Or Doomfist, yeah.
Time for a buzz.
Oh! Is the game, turn-based? Honkai Star Rail?
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release.
Anime Raid?
Trailer.
Every time I see that butterfly, I think of Life is Strange. It looks so much like a Bloodborne 2. It makes me so sad. That right there looked like a Bloodborne 2 moment, bro. What are we looking at? It feels like a Fallout, like, Bloodborne mix. What am I looking at? What is this, dude? Lies.
Listen, pal. Nice
Li-
landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Lies of P? Lies of Pinocchio. Okay. And look!
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available
It's
across
called
PlayStation,
Lies of P.
Xbox, and PC. Check it
Okay.
out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new
What
game
a
based
terrible
on classic
game name.
manga with a story and
Lies
world
of
created by one
P.
of the most
Yeah,
celebrated
okay.
anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest.
Hey,
And I
brand
think
new
you'll be
game.
pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
In about 2.5 hours, we'll be watching Devolver Digital, the people who made Cult of the Lamb, do their showcase too. So we streaming for a while today. Yeah, Akira Toriyama, his art style was very clear. I don't know. Another Dragon Quest? Akira Toriyama's style is fucking crazy. It's fucking like mechs. I guess the style of like eyebrows and then like dinosaurs. Which there's dinosaurs, there's mechs, there's the style he draws in. No. For a Western audience?
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it.
Bye for the experience, yeah.
Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those.
Maybe make a good anime.
After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers.
So
is
we'll watch
Annapurna
Day of the Dev,
Interactive.
and then we'll watch
later this
Devolver
month as part
Digital.
of Summer Game Fest. They'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
I didn't see if Thieves is a good name. Oh, Cat DLC? No. Day of the Devs? No. Stray DLC would be sick. One of my biggest complaints about Stray was that it felt open-ended. So the people who made Stray and all those other good games are doing their own showcase on the 29th. Okay.
Wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always changing
MMO from
environment,
Amazon
massive
Games.
Scale,
Oh, God.
PvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
I don't trust Amazon at all. How Lost World or New World came out? Fuck that. If there's not a scene in here where someone's creating a character and there's 4 different body pieces, I don't give a shit. I'll let them cook.
Destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power. And put down this threat once and for all.
I don't know. I'm drained of MMOs. Sign up for the tech test right there. Play Throne and Liberty. There you go.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now.
No
On
free
June
Steam
19th,
Decks.
Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Hear the battle call, cities rise and empires fall, but it's a war worth fighting. We're taking up our
What is this?
hold the line up, here we touch, and we keep on fighting.
Is this another Pirate Warriors type game? It'll be Castle Warriors or some shit.
It's a war worth fighting. It's a war worth
Warhaven. Play for free.
Hey, this is not.
Why not, dude? Didn't look too bad. Oh, more of this game. This game looks great. I've wanted to play it with the boys for a while now. It's just more gang beasts. They need to announce that, hey, if you buy a copy, your friends get it for free. Three months till it's out. That's
Pilgrims, summer is
Lucille?
coming,
Oh, that's
and
Dying
with
Light.
it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to
Who
Dying Light
cares?
to stay human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right
Dying
after
Light
that,
2
we'll
suck
kick off
balls.
an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Oh, what the fuck? Stream? Hello? What just happened? What just happened? They fucked up. They went. You know what? I'm fine with some Crash stuff, sure. Oh, that was bad. You know, it's kind of cool that if you just buy a TV, you could play Halo Infinite, Hi-Fi Rush, and a bunch of shit off of your TV through cloud gaming. That's kind of cool. Does it play well? Probably not. But that's still cool that it comes with your TV.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripper Roo and N-Jin, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake. Good to see you. Looking dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so excited because when you announced Alan Wake at the Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in
What happened? Yeah, the
It's coming
trailer
this
fucked up,
October,
dude.
And we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first.
I
survival
love
horror
Alan
game.
Wake. I fucking
We have
love
two
Alan Wake.
playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask
Okay.
going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the Dark Place.
Yes.
And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her.
We need to do an
partner,
Alan Wake playthrough, dude.
Alex Casey.
I gotta start streaming Alan Wake. I fucking love Alan Wake, dude.
So how and they're somehow linked in some way.
I even played the Kate Kona Alan
they
Wake
are coming to
America
investigate
edition.
A series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel.
So they introduce Alan Wake. So you're not Alan Wake at the start.
Everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything.
That's one of the
about
best things they
lore,
could do for
about
this
the
game.
Supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And
welcome
then
to
we
Stream
open up
Barry.
the
We're watching video
experience
games. Alan Wake's
so
one of my
that
favorite, like,
you
not really
can
horror games, but
hope to
story
play
games.
Alan Wake in the Dark Place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points.
It sounds confusing.
In many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two.
It sounds cool,
You're
dude.
always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's.
Because
always
how
does
he's
that,
describing it is, if you want to play the entire game as Alan Wake, you
intertwine,
can.
I'm
If you
sure,
want to play the
throughout the
entire game as
experience. Today,
Saga
though,
or whatever her
I
name
know you
is,
brought with
you
you
can.
some
I don't think it's
gameplay
going to work
of
that
Saga's
way, because
adventure.
that
This is
sounds
a
too
raw
ambitious.
segment of the
But
game,
it sounds cool.
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see? What
Supernatural forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case,
Time for
back
3
to life
delays?
as a
Yeah.
monster. And
What he is
Saga
saying
is
sounds
outside
fucking
Bright
crazy, but who
Falls
knows?
At Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Or maybe it's like Gears of War, when you play, it's like, hey, do you want to go the path on the left or the path on the right? And then when you replay the game, you can pick the path on the left and the path on the right. Maybe it's like that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open the door for my doggy. Go! I'm back. He'd be barking at me and then like staring at me like, well, I don't want to go. Well, we'll fucking go. Silly dog.
Sounds like somebody's home.
There are some cool games in Discord. There's like a surprise tease at the end, but who knows? There's a couple games probably before that. Damn, bro. Holy shit, dear, 10 out of 10. Who are you? I love that our community is so untrusting of people. A new person shows up and we're like, identify yourself. Who are you?
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
You know they gotta play it up. This is probably the walking speed. Most people would be running through this fucking building and just headshotting. They gotta guss it up, I guess. Since the raid incident, yeah. I'm just wondering who they are. I know, but I think it's funny.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
So they showed us the most basic, blandest fucking like trailer ever. Yeah, it do be a video game. It looks okay,
Long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks
but
incredible.
they didn't showcase at all like, hey, you can play as different sides during this part of the story.
Co-op campaign.
Who cares?
Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber.
It's like Alan Wake, cool. I wanted to know what he was talking about when he said you could switch sides.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku.
Good old Warhammer.
I have my reservations about your.
Someone get shoe! A shoe!
Questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
It's like a Gears of War Warhammer. We've already seen this game. This game's been out for a while, or announced for a while. It's like a Space Marines game, Space Marines 2 or something.
Come forth and be slaughtered. Open the gate.
Yeah, 3-player co-op campaign. Whoever your 4th person is, fuck them.
I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
Fuck John, dude. John? Space Marine 2, yeah. Johnning for real, yeah, dude. Again, I love pixel art. This pixel art looks fucking amazing. Beautiful game. So you're a king of a town? Yes, your grace. No fall. It looked good.
Beautiful indie game. Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
Brand new story.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
On my mark.
I feel like this would be a great Payday 3 announcement.
4, 3, 2.
It's not from Overkill though. Like if they were on their way to do a heist, that would have been sick. Another generic by-the-mill zombie game. But this time with a vehicle. The vehicle stuff could be kind of cool, but it's like, it's just another zombie game. Another zombie game. We threw in some old music to make you guys realize how cool it is. Woo!
More unexpected collaboration. John Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes!
And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord
I'm doing a playthrough with the boys.
Of a
We played Divinity 2 for fucking 3
He's a
months.
Antagonist and is voiced by familiar.
It took us 3 months to get through their previous game. Baldur's Gate better fucking slap. Please!
Enver Gortash.
It's D&D. It's D&D in a nutshell, dude.
To defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without.
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. They can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new
He is
dawn.
fucking
This
crushing
city
it on the
is
voice
mine.
acting.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
His character doesn't fit the voice. I'm so ready for that fucking game, dude.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me still, for the end.
Baldur's Gate 3 could be one of the best games of the
This
year
fall,
if they do it
Marvel
right.
Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. So much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, but we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian. We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look at Pal
That's
World,
what,
a
4
multiplayer
months?
open world survival
That's quite a
crafting
ways
game
away,
where
but
you
it's
can
not
befriend
like...
and collect
That's still
mysterious creatures
right
called
there, dude.
Pal, who can also fight. In other words, it's kind of like Pokemon with guns. And Then we're going to look at the Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion to Black
Pokemon
Desert
with guns,
Online,
let's go!
which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
Pokemon with guns! Woo! It looks just like Pokemon. There's fucking... The sheep Pokemon was right there. There's Gyarados right now. They're gonna get fucking destroyed by Nintendo. It's an MMO type fucking Pokemon game? What? I'm for it, dude. I don't care. If we can all play this together, that'd be sick. This is what Pokemon needs to be. But it's so weird. You're shooting at your Pokemon to catch it. We have Pokemon at home. Pokemon at home, dude. That is going to get absolutely fucking destroyed by Nintendo. Some of the designs are too close, dude. Ooh, more poppin'. Ulu and Eevee. Ulu and Eevee, yeah. Damn, bro. It's Dark Souls. Black Desert.
Our story is more
Right
than
around the corner, June
hobbits
14th.
and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we mine and scout. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches.
You gotta shoot for Blue Baby next.
Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
Is this like another type of Rust game? Or like Ark? So it showed like world building, city building.
Rally together.
Is it MMO?
It's time we took back our home.
Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Moria. Eh. Game Pass trailer! Hey, Game Pass with your TV. It's great. Trust us, it's great. Wait, Samsung has fucking Cyberpunk? That's a pretty big get, I guess. Even if the game's kind of dookie.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
A mobile Final Fantasy game. Why is he using the phone, dude? What the fuck is this? It looks terrible.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy...
I don't know. I don't care.
No. Today, during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back.
No. Calm down.
When you order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest.
He's like, whoa. Come on, guys.
Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at the game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
He's like, no. Come on, guys. It's not what you want. It's not Final Fantasy VII Part 2 news. Oh, that was great.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill? To be together again.
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
I'm sure it's a good story.
Every bloody time.
It looks cool, but at the same time, like it's I don't know, it's stuff we've seen before. Is this the Yakuza in the past?
ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。大丈夫か？
ええ、お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生。車はまだか？
到着まで3分。何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。
Yup. This isn't in the past though. Wasn't there like a samurai version of Yakuza? Did that already come out? What the fuck? Like a dragon? Man who erased his name. It's by the Yakuza devs, okay. Pre-order now and get the legendary fighter pack. Oh, I know his name.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Why is the quality bad? Is that me?
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
The quality of the trailer is like terrible.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days.
It looks bad. The game's probably fine. Looks good, but the quality of the trailer itself is like not rendered properly.
This doesn't make sense. There's someone else down here. No.
Are you there?
Even this screen, it doesn't look crisp. It doesn't look clean. It looks like something fucked up when they sent the
It's a beautiful new game,
footage
Under
over.
the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile.
No!
Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare
A new
2
Call of
Warzone
Duty this
launching
fall?
next week.
I'm
Here's your
so
first look
tired
at
of Call of
Bondo,
Duty.
a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening.
Oh, Warzone is so shit. It's so shit. We don't need another Call of Duty. Make the current one good. Oh. If the trailer says like time to kill is longer, I'd be like, that's great. It's a new fucking like, oh, Tim the Tap Man, cool. It's a new place to just fuck around in, dude. I don't care. I'll jump on it, play it for an hour, and then realize this game is so fucking dog shit. If the trailers actually played like this, I'd love it, but it doesn't play like this. You see someone, you shoot them for half of a second, and they're dead. You know what like the easiest way to support this fucking game is? You start bringing back older multiplayer maps. That's how you support Call of Duty. Instead they're so focused on fucking Warzone because it makes them so much fucking money. Oh,
Season 4 next
I hate
week. Today
it.
is
The
a
boys?
big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turned 75 years
You
old
guys know those
today.
Porsche
To
cars?
celebrate their
Let's
contributions
tie that
the
in with
automotive
video
gaming
games.
space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Hey, we got a sponsor from Porsche. Hey, look at our new Xboxes. They have Porsche collaboration. Come get it, come get it, come get it. It's like a Gears of game. It's like a Gears of War, just shoot 'em game. Warhammer Marines is gonna be that. It's Space Marines 2. Or whatever. That's the game, that's what the game is, dude. The new Xbox Series X collaboration with Porsche. Only 75 available. Come give us an extra $300 for our console.
And here it is.
It looks
Porsche
cool,
Xbox
sure,
Series
but
X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now.
Not
at
for
Porsche
sale.
XboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your hands on these special consoles. All right, next. Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's
remember
take a look
when they
at
did
Fate
the,
Farm.
what was it? Nintendo did the thing and there's 4 farming games? This is one of them.
Treating me well.
Yeah, it's a Harvest Moon type game.
Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons. It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in.
This would be sick if you could play with 12 people at once.
But there's something more I've been itching to explore.
Because I know they at least announced 4 people could play together.
Realms where magic comes to meet us.
It's like Stardew, but it's also like Minecraft,
We can face
where you can go and like explore a cave together.
So, what do you say? There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
If they made this shit cheap as fuck, I'm sure it'll do great.
We promised variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time
They
I
must
saw
have
you was at
paid
the
a
Game
fuck
Awards when
ton
you
of money
won,
to be on
Best
this.
mobile game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on.
I'm gonna go grab a
Right?
drink. I'll be right back.
It's been
You guys
exciting.
let me
We've
know
been
if I
doing a
missed
bunch of
anything
new
about the
features, some of
amazing
the wildest cards we've ever made, and
monetization heavy
some new
Marvel
game modes.
Snap. I'll be back.
Yeah, new game. Is that a segue, Ben?
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards. But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
That's what I got.
That's you. You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff. But sometimes, sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Lamuntis 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And
Run him back.
it's gone. Okay, well...
Oh hey, it's
I have
the
some
funny
powerful
YouTube
cards
guy,
in my hand,
funny
so I can just wait.
skit
Let's
guy.
see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being mean.
Wow, I hope he got paid good. This, yeah, no. No for me, dog.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant, and the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds.
Fortnite?
For the smartest way to level up your game.
More
this
dinosaurs,
summer,
dude.
compare top
Apparently.
credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your
Street
cash
Fighter's
back
got
rewards on
dinosaurs,
everything
and
from
now
Wi-Fi
Fortnite
to
has
headsets.
dinosaurs.
Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Are dinosaurs back? Like, why is Fortnite and fucking Street Fighter bringing back dinosaurs? Are people like, man, dinosaurs is what's hot? Fortnite made dinosaurs first. Yeah, okay.
To save your kind.
It's like chapter 2. I know, but to bring dinosaurs back, it's like, bro, who cares? I like the story of King Arthur, don't get me wrong. The man who pulls the sword that can never be pulled. Magical sword, some shit. It looks okay. Still no gameplay, like, at all. Here we go. We're not even seeing gameplay footage. It's like the start of them doing an attack and then cutting away to the start of someone else doing an attack and then cutting away again. That was so shit. That was so shit.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended.
I guess it's
on
technically
Twilight.
gameplay. They just didn't show what happens afterwards.
You rallied to protect the beacon.
That was so shit.
And
That was
paid
bad.
a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you
So
were.
far, the best new surprising thing was it was Prince of Persia right at the start.
This world needs champions.
What even was the game name? I guess. There we go! Fork knife, dude. You know, they came after the people who made those fucking maps because they were too similar to Call of Duty. Here they are showing off the creation engine again. Sure, I guess. Like they didn't just fucking like copyright strike half of the people creating shit. Yeah, Unreal Editor, excuse me.
Steve, seriously? You don't stand a chance.
Turn-based 4 eggs conquer the galaxy. So it's supposed to be like Civilization, but in space. Solaris Nexus.
Good morning, Scavenger.
More DLC for Solaris.
Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavex.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4.
Star Trek! I'm not doing a Star
Our fleet
Trek,
is
but
cautiously entering hostile
I know people love Star Trek.
and the crew is standing by in case they want contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
I'm surprised I never got into Star Trek 2, considering Star Trek's like one of the OGs when it comes to like space and shit like that. I should watch Star Trek, dude. I'm sure I'd love it. I'd like Star Wars and Mass Effect and shit like that, dude.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett.
Yeah, I never
here.
cared about it, but I'm sure I would like it. I like Star Wars. I like Mass Effect. Any
My
kind
buddy
of
Anthony
space
Mackie
game
and
I
have
enjoy.
been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And
Is this
I'm
the
very
big announcement?
excited
Twisted
to
Metal
share a
Showcase?
sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
Remember, Twisted Metal's that fucking death race card game.
Swung a little wide there. Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian.
It's the death racing PlayStation game. It's getting a Netflix
I'm guessing
series.
You don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Or is it a movie?
I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass.
Any chance we get this back in the cars?
How about a little kill music? She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Let me see that thong.
Like it when the beat go?
Da-da-da-da.
Baby, let your booty go.
Da-da-da-da.
Girl, you want to show?
Da-da-da-da.
The thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
But you said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
I guess. I was never a Twisted Metal fan, so I understand that Clown's supposed to be fucking
dreamt
crazy,
of duplicating oneself in order to multitask. This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year.
Lisfunga?
Goddess of time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves. I'm here again. That's another me. I look good.
rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me!
So the concept of this game is fucking sick. You die, you come back, you have an extra helper.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple
My
places
problem
at
with it is it looks a little bland.
I will become Legion and crush.
Yeah, because if you die enough, it's like Super Meat Boy. When you die, you see like all of the Meat Boys running around. It's like if all of them were able to help kill your enemy. It looks cool. It looks kind of cool.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a
Yeah,
brand
independent
new IP
games are great.
from Ascendant Studios, a single-player,
Hope it does well.
first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character.
Look at that
Jack
fucking
Esselmani.
jawline on
He is
this
a
dude, bro.
battle
I'm not
mage that
crazy, right?
controls all three forms of magic.
My man got that
Brett,
Giga Chad
he's
jawline.
brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack...
No, you have a
sort of
point. No,
becomes
he's
a
got a
battle mage,
point.
right?
It's on
Yeah,
his
he kinda
fucking
comes
chin.
from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this
This is always a
wild
weird
part
thing
of
to
the
do, I
game. This
think.
trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly.
Showing the
who
best
is
parts of the
top
game is
villain of
always
this
a weird
game,
thing for me.
And trying to end the.
Why not
Everwar.
let people
And
experience
it's, taking
it?
place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild. So let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
Again, it's another Bioshock type game.
Welcome aboard, Immortals. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
It reminds me of like a Wolfenstein game almost. Just a single player experience. It's like Wolfenstein Bioshock.
Protect Selco. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
This is a cool sequence, don't get me wrong. But if this is the coolest part of the game, why are you showing it? I don't know. Like, all this shit looks great, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. Yeah, jump off the giant fucking robot. Like, that's like Bulletstorm type shit right there. I don't really like combat like this too much either, where it's like everything's got a health bar. It gets a little annoying after a while.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
Damn it, Shu. I thought you were done with Fallout, bro.
The Pentasod
Man just jumping on
gifted
Fallout
you
right
the
now, bro.
ability
On God. On God.
to manifest all 3 colors of magic.
We're only going to win this one together.
I feel like this could be a good movie. Not every concept needs to be a game. This could be a good movie.
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today.
I don't know. I think that game's
Coming
gonna
out this
flop
summer
hard.
from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite. And tomorrow, Chapter 4, Season 3
Here we
Wilds
go.
launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Fortnite and what's it called? Transformers. Yep. You got Sasuke in there, bro. Can't wait for Optimus Prime to hit the gritty. It's true. You can ride on dinosaurs! Oh! See, that's what's cool about Fortnite, bro. I want to ride on a dinosaur. I want to be like Tarzan and fucking go through the vines like that shit, bro. I mean, that's just rails again, but I don't care. Let me swing on a fucking rope too, dude, while you're at it. They're bringing back the Indiana Jones vault, I'm assuming. Hit the gritty! New gun? Woo! Looked okay.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally,
Tomorrow.
guys, it's time to get to our grand finale.
All right, let's see it. He promised a big
It
grand
is a
finale.
deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Again,
This
expansive
game
world
comes
again.
from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling.
RPG.
I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
It's an RPG.
The rumors were true.
The rumors.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst
Fuck,
the wreckage
dude.
of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Yeah, yeah.
Just look at it all.
Fuck! I don't care about Final Fantasy! We already got 15 to worry about, the fucking mobile game to worry about, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, I don't give a shit! I don't give a shit!
reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past
So we got about an hour before Devolver Digital does their thing, so I'm sure it'll just play, it'll go into the
This is gonna sound crazy.
devs or whatever,
As far as I know,
Game of the Dead or some
never
shit,
in
whatever.
Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Day of the Devs, that's what it's called. We'll get that, and then we'll go to Devolver
It
Digital's
is the
shit,
very essence of our star,
which we watched last year.
blood coursing through its planetary veins.
The PC game showcase isn't until 3 hours after Xbox, so if XCOM 3 is gonna show up, we're gonna know about it in 3 days. I need it!
Sephiroth was in
You gotta wait 3 days to find out if it's even in development.
Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now?
I wouldn't be surprised if in 3 days they announce more Marvel Sun fucking DLC. Hey, here's Iron Man with different armor.
Well now, think we will get up.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
She may be new, but she's still a turd. The top G, yeah, what's Andrew Tate doing in here, bruh? Why would, well, yo, the rumors were true. Who was rumoring about Final Fantasy VII? We knew we were getting a part 2 to this story. What do you mean the rumors were true?
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
I'm sure Final Fantasy fans are fucking eating right now, but who cares?
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Wow, part 2! On 2 discs? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
There you have it. That was Final
What the
Fantasy VII
fuck
Rebirth
did that
coming
just
early
say?
2024.
2
to PlayStation
discs.
5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right. That's going to do it for Summer
Are
Game
you
Fest, our
fucking
live
kidding
showcase.
me?
But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iam8bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom Opening Night Live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
You've gotta be kidding me. 2 discs? That's literally like something they had to do back then because games were getting too big and the consoles just couldn't like keep up. 2 discs in today's day and age is fucking crazy to me. So now we're gonna watch Day of the Devs, and then Devolver Digital does their thing, right? Devolver Digital Showcase 2023. Now last year they did like some fucking crazy shit. Takes place today at 3, so we have about an hour and 20 minutes. There's finna be some heat. I'm curious to see what they're gonna talk about in Devolver Digital. Probably some more Cult of the Lamb stuff. I know they're already working on some other, like, some games. I would like to see some Weird West DLC, believe it or not. A Weird West DLC or a Wild West DLC could be kind of cool. So I don't know if it's just gonna manage, like, go to Day of the Devs or if I have to click off and click something else. It was bad, but it wasn't garbage. I think the showcasing was actually pretty good. They had Prince of Persia. They showcased a bit more information about Spider-Man. Mortal Kombat trailer was really good. They showcased some decent, like, smaller games, but nothing crazy. But there was a lot of junk that they showcased too. And then the Sonic game. So I think it was a good showcasing. And considering that they aren't like a main studio DLC, main even knowledge Sonic. Yeah, Sonic 2. Considering they're not a main like studio and they're just getting like what people want to participate, I think they fucking crushed it. That feels super late. Like, why?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest, and thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people? God, that can't be right. This thing has really grown since it started 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at IM8-Bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games, where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink, and it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic, it became digital only, and now we're doing both, a live event and a digital showcase so people from around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before.
Where the fuck was Persona? If Persona's gonna get any kind of big information, big drop, it'll be associated with Sony or Xbox. So I would say if you really want Persona news, it'll be when the Xbox showcase happens.
That would be effects.
If the news drops.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited.
These are all going to be indie games, so remember, it's a small team working on these.
Beastie Ball.
So maybe we'll get a new Turnip Boy that'll show up or something.
Hi, I'm Greg Lobanov, and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been
Public
working
school,
on
I guess.
ever since
Still
Chicory
reeling
came
from
out
that
3
shit?
years
From
ago.
what? The Sonic game? Yeah, the Sonic game looked crazy.
Beastie Ball.
Oh yeah, I got Turnip Boy for free. Oh, Turnip Boy for free. That's great.
Beastie Ball is a turn-based RPG where you
The
coach
Final
a team of
Fantasy-
beasties
Final
to
Fantasy
play
7
Beastie
shit.
Ball.
Yeah,
which
they
is
said
kinda like volleyball.
it's gonna be
You
a
play
big
as a customizable
announcement, and they
character,
announced they
and you can
showcased
explore this huge
like
open world,
I guess it
recreating
was
all
technically
kinds
the
of
first
beasties.
gameplay slash like footage
Then you
reveal
can
for
challenge
Final
rival
Fantasy
sports
7,
teams
right?
and
But
rise
it's
your way
like
through the Beastie Ball rankings.
I don't know. I think the masses don't give a shit about Final Fantasy 7 information.
Beasties are highly social creatures that evolved to play sports. In their natural wild
Pokemon,
state,
but
they're
they like
constantly
playing
Beastie
sports.
Ball,
Okay.
for friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another. And depending on their personalities and their teamwork style, they can form different kinds of friendships. But whether they become besties or rivals or partners or sweethearts, they'll get some kind of unique combo ability that only that pair of beasties can do, which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're doing their own thing, making their own decisions. They'll only join your team after being convinced by you fulfilling a certain set of conditions while you're playing against them. The goal isn't to collect as many beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change, and the bonds that they form with each other. We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing Beastie Ball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All the beasties have a range of colors and sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot
That's
of
cool
fun
that they
so
use
far.
actual animals,
But it's
though.
not all just
I
friendships
think that's
and
kind of neat.
rainbows. This game is about sports.
Instead of having a human
You
like
come from
just
a tiny
fucking
town
making
built around a
noises into a
nature
microphone.
You're kind of underdogs until one day when the Beastie Ball League shows
Hope
up
that
and
dog's
starts
getting
tearing
paid
down
well.
the reserve to build a stadium. Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie Ball League.
Right from the start of your adventure, you'll be able to see all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach,
This
the other
game
ranked
is not
coaches
for me
become
by any
stronger.
means. I
So no
do
matter
not
which way
care
you
about
go,
this game.
you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a
Do
really
not
special
care.
project for us. And if Beastie Ball looks cool to you too, then please check us out at beastieballgame.com. We're going to be revealing a crowdfunding campaign very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support. Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you more about Beastie Ball.
Beastie Balls.
In Hyper Light Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up title in the Hyper Light universe, you'll assume the role of a mercenary.
Polyphemus? Damn, good item, good item, good item.
You'll be
Good get,
entering
good
the
get.
Overgrowth, an amazing.
So
open
about an
world
hour
with everything
left
from
between
lush
before
rolling
Devolver
hills to
Digital.
deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore,
Is it
sure to
roguelike?
satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and
Alex
we're making
looking
Hyper Light
tired,
Breaker.
bro. He's like, I'm fucking building a game. It looks like Tower of Fantasy. Off rip, it looks like Tower of Fantasy. Looks like Genshin, looks like Honkai.
Hyper Light Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind. An open world game where you
It's
never
Tower
return to
of
the same way.
Fantasy, dude.
You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike such as Dead Cells or Hades.
But it's a roguelike, so I'm
or with friends
confused. What is it? Is it a roguelike or is it
Narrative
a Breath
will
of the
be presented
Wild?
fully through visual storytelling, where you'll discover and decipher the mystery of
I don't
this
think these
world
genres mix
lost
well,
land
like at all.
Go. Every world will be different, loaded with dangerous creatures, razor-sharp combat, vast overgrown wilderness.
It doesn't work for
undead
me.
civilization,
I don't think this is a
new
good
discoveries of
combination to
mysterious,
mix.
Vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is
Roguelikes
different.
are condensed,
Dangerous
like
set pieces
well
and
thought out
stories of
experiences.
There will be
Open
massive
world
bosses
are
to
like
take down,
generally it's just there's a bunch of things to do, but it's you
challenging
know
sub-bosses
not
scattered throughout
brought in and honed in like a
New
roguelike
gear,
kind of
make new
needs.
builds, unlock new
In a sense,
characters,
roguelikes kind of
upgrade
need to
your
hold your
weapons, and
hand a
bring
bit.
back
In an
more
open
and more
world,
materials.
that's not what you want. So I think it's
We've learned
too
so much
like
from our previous games, building up amazing tech and
contrasting
undeveloped knowledge and experiences of
genres of
Breaker's
games
a
in one. I don't know.
culmination
I don't think
of
this
all
will
that
work.
incredible
It doesn't even look
and we're
like
excited
again they're
for
indie
the future.
devs, but I don't think this is like what you would want.
We'll have a lot more information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
Like it's almost like Blue Fire. But Blue Fire again was a more like level. It wasn't a open world. It
Now,
was a
in true
level-based
Day of the Devs
game.
fashion, we're traveling halfway
So
around
I
the
don't
globe
know.
to Transylvania to
A
bring you a game
zone-based
that is
game.
not what you
It
expect.
doesn't really work for me.
From developer Stone Skip and publisher I Am 8-Bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing and enjoyable, it's chill and vibey. Let that anxiety go while you play Simpler Times.
Because I remember one of the times we watched one of these showcases, what was it? 6 minutes? What was that game? 12 minutes? That game was on one of these showcases and people fucking loved it. You remember the game? The fucking...
I'm Lara.
Yeah.
And I'm Dragos of Stoneskip Studio.
We'll see.
We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary and serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Yeah, I forget what this dog shit ass ending. The ending really sucked.
Starting to feel like I'm never gonna come
12
back.
minutes or whatever. The
We
ending
want
was
you to
not
slow
great.
down and savor the present moment by immersing you in Tyna's world.
It's apple picking season. My favorite.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, You will
This is a
journey
point-and-click
alongside
adventure
her
game.
as she
I don't
delves
hate
into
it.
her past
It's
and
fine.
uncovers her authentic self.
So you explore the world of this character. That's fine.
With each puzzle, Taina grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities
At least it knows
like
what it
picking
is.
dried
It's not
leaves
trying to be
from a
fucking
plant to more
roguelike,
complex
open
ones
world,
like
fucking
building a birdhouse,
Genshin Impact,
you'll interact with
Binding of
objects
Isaac
that hold
mix.
sentimental value for Taina.
I really wish I could.
I'm being a
simply
little bit too harsh. I even said
We'll
like
miss our
don't like, you know,
duets
it's
together.
devs, but that concept
We know the
fucking
world
sucks
is
for
getting
me.
faster every day. We live in it too. We wanted to create a space where players can take a break.
It's like, hey, we made
slow
Dead
down,
Estate,
and
but
enjoy
the
something
size of the
meaningful.
game is like RuneScape, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Simpler Times stems from stories we believe need to be told and heard. Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC
It looks
and other
okay.
platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like childhood is the beach and growing up is the sea. Can I still take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
I don't know. I don't care.
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful
Two
Publishing.
Disc is
Really
trending
unique
on
puzzle
Twitter
game
right
built
now.
around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Viewfinder is a difficult game to describe in words, but if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
Two Disc is fucking crazy.
What is this place?
It is a game that, gives players a lot of freedom.
What's an old photograph doing here?
This game, yes!
You can take photos or find photos.
Fucking, oh, I'm so excited for this game.
Into real 3D spaces.
You can turn pictures into like walk points.
Shift reality.
This game looks fucking amazing. It looks like a
What is
great,
unique
like,
is the
3
sexual
hours to
mechanic
kill.
Where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you.
This
in order
looks
to
so
solve challenges
cool.
in creative
Look at
ways.
this, look at this.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder, and that's just a really nice thing to it.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
That doesn't look right.
I'm so hyped for this game, dude.
You can rotate reality too.
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games,
Multilineal
I'd say
or whatever.
it's like the gameplay of Portal combined
Subliminal.
with the visual illusions
That's the game.
of Superliminal. Or
Superliminal, excuse me.
People have also compared it to The Witness and Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games. It's a puzzle game, but it's very sandboxy and playful and open-ended.
Look at
The
that!
concept of
That's
when
sick!
you started is that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and that's just a very important lesson in creation. Viewfinder is created by different people, and we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting cultures.
Each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environments.
I hope this game doesn't have any weird performance issues.
So we've tried to sort of make
with like spawning in
special
other items
spaces
and stuff.
that really represent that character who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions.
Yo, that's sick.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, you know, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go.
They just keep saying wish list. Give me a date for Viewfinder, bruh.
We received a record.
Please. It's not coming out for another fucking half a year.
But this next game didn't actually come through that process.
Oh.
We have eyes everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one actually came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
So this is a game from a single developer on Twitter?
And I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty. The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost you can haunt things and get access to their abilities. There's a big variety of things that you can haunt in this game. I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around.
The art style for
what
this
different
game
things
is
you can
fucking
haunt and
nuts.
The abilities that they give you.
Sacred Heart? Hey,
Core
you win that
mechanics
run, bro. You win that
resemble
run.
very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin-stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have. The progression and story of Haunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their past life that they've left behind. The environments and characters are all
The art on this
carefully
game is
crafted
fucking
with a
insane.
2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking
And again,
frame-by-frame
it's all
animation work in
hand
there.
drawn, so this game's
And
probably
they
got
have
a
fantastic
fuck ton of work put into it. Like, this is nuts. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how it is as a concept.
And so
Absolutely
it all sort of comes
crazy.
together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience.
Like, everything is hand drawn.
If
It's
this is something
crazy,
you're interested
dude.
in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps
I'll
us
wishlist
out
it. What is it? Haunty?
Our next game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival.
Haunty looks like a
Then,
fucking
shortly
ton
afterwards,
of work.
both the game
I'm
and its
curious
creator
about it.
Vanished. That
It
game
could be
was
cool.
Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes.
By the way,
of
ads are
various
coming up.
companies,
Sorry if you have to
tasking
get if you
setting
get an
up
ad,
successful
consider
business,
subscribing with
selling
Twitch Prime
favorites,
!Prime. If you get an ad, I apologize. If you don't get an ad, then appreciate
trying
you
to balance
sticking
keeping
by.
your business afloat
Here
with the
comes.
needs of your character and their families. It was
There
a
it
truly
goes.
unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Art Life? Oh, rock, paper, shotgun.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life. Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffman.
A retail
and was originally
simulator?
released
I
in
don't
2013,
care.
Where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at AdHoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
It's got a twist though, right? I mean, if it's cheap, it's probably fun to fucking kill a few hours on, I'll be honest.
In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her
She got some of that
family
Heavy
with her
Rain
daughter,
lore.
all while trying to establish her new coffee cart. Andris is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand.
Ukrainian
And he has
immigrant.
big
It's
dreams,
crazy that's
but
the
never
thing
enough
now.
money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around.
Like
for him.
a more common thing
Managing
now,
your own
dude.
cart is not an easy job.
Oh!
In Cart Life, your resources are limited.
My dude just showered,
You need to
bare
take care of
ass,
yourself and
dude.
others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Was not expecting to see some ass today, I'll be honest. Ukrainian ass. God damn, bro. I mean, what? Where? You missed it. It was some Ukrainian refugee ass, dude. Looked great, honestly, bro.
There's no
Kinda
right or
crazy.
wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with the time that they have with each character is entirely up to them. Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make.
We'll go back to flashbang, bro.
Even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to
I think it'll be a funny
bunch of new
tweet.
story content, new art.
Sorry, guys.
Each have their own unique background and circumstance. Melanie is established her new coffee cart. Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade
There it was.
things around for him. Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life, in Cart Life, your resources are limited.
We're getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony Hawk mechanical goodness that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellscape.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwobbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today I'll be talking about Hellscape.
All right, Anton, first try. Here we go. No! That was a good combo! All right, that's it.
Too slow. Again.
Hellscape takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods
It's
and
skate,
monsters
but-
to do anything
but-
to stop him and his skater friends.
Devil
from
May
being
Cry.
The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
It started a long time ago, the idea, and the far-off, far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that
Next time we play Panda, we might have to do
such an interesting world, but
decal
it's
on
not a
death.
coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellscape. Hellskate is a skateboarding roguelike game. It fuses together old school skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with a roguelite structure.
Just like with other games in the roguelite genre, death is a central mechanic in the game. When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources which you can use to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos or skateboards, which act as weapons. The combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning, and then gradually it teaches you.
I don't care about skate games anymore. If there was a Skate 4, I'd be like, all right, I'll try it out.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing.
It's like Skate and Hades had a baby. That's what this game is.
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellskate. Wishlisting the game would mean the world to us.
We still got 45 minutes of indie games too. I'm genuinely curious to see how it's gonna look.
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head.
Now you said Eternity?
That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is? How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything. Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life. The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine.
Is this the game where you can take control of everything? I was curious about this game.
At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed.
Just be a bed.
Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want
Mario
to change
Odyssey
the
got
world,
shit.
you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up. For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending.
This looks fun! It'd be a great Switch game. I didn't see what it was coming out on, but
too cold.
Be a good Switch game. It'd be a good PC game. No, throwing this on the Samsung TVs would be great too.
They just like the color. It's actually great for their skin.
Good Game Pass game as well, yeah. The voice acting needs work.
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
I don't like the way Henry sounds.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. The candy of nature, delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
You can cut bread, you can toast bread.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun.
Co-op! That's great.
But Henry's not so ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Henry the Half-Head, I'll wishlist it.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator.
It's a good concept.
Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents: rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth. 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Jeppe's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
This is the one where you like bring an orb that's like a city inside it and you can jump in and out to solve puzzles. Or is it a different game? This might be a different game.
Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Yep.
Just like that, we are now in a world outside.
This is nuts. This could be some fucking bullshit though.
The
Wrap
orange
your
orb
head
here
around
contains the world we were previously exploring. Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up.
Ah, and use worlds to explore other worlds. That's kind of crazy. And that is fucking
Can be
crazy.
placed on switches to power devices and solve
It's a very
puzzles.
interesting concept.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
And you run down and hit the button, yep.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve
Persona 3 is
interesting
trending.
puzzles.
Sag. What were people expecting?
To safely avoid
The fact that
this
people
moving
thought we were
barrier,
gonna get Persona
you simply
3
jump
from
out
Summer
of the
Games
world.
Fest is fucking
Let
stupid.
it pass by.
Persona announcements are almost
And jump
always
back in.
tied with Sony. Sony or Xbox, that's where all the recent Persona announcements have come from. Atlas did do their own live stream a while ago, and then they announced the remakes, but that was it. So you have like 3 people who are supposed to stream where you can actually expect Persona
Here is the
news.
first glimpse of
I think people are
amazing
fucking crazy thinking a new Persona news is gonna come from this. Out your damn minds. How the guy said it? Yes, the rumors are true. And it was fucking Final Fantasy? Yeah, that shit sucked. Like, I know you criminally on Twitter. I
We look
am.
forward to exploring the mysterious world.
I haven't heard the rumors of Final
releasing
Fantasy VII,
later
no.
this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été. In Été, you see the world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color. Été means summer in French, because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace, following your curiosity, getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets.
I'm gonna check
along the way.
TikTok real quick, see how people are reacting to some of the Overwatch news that just dropped.
When you fill something with paint, you'll extract its color as droplets of experience. And as you
I
level
do
up,
not care.
you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once. You'll also meet plenty of
I'm
locals
criminally on
taking
Twitter,
part in
true.
their
Big
lighthearted,
true.
everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Be back real quick though, real quick.
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas. That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks as you like without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal, and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too.
What's up? What'd you miss, Strudel? Not much, but Devolver Digital's coming up in 30 minutes.
Here with a very exciting announcement.
So the people who made Cult of the Lamb coming in 30 minutes.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth at shows like PAX
So
West
right
and
now we're
PAX East
watching
over
the
last
live
decade,
stream for indie
bringing
games.
together a curated selection of the best up and
The
coming
hit Cult of the Lamb and the other hit game
Crypt of the
Paladins.
Necrodancer,
Devolver
Tunic,
Digital did make Paladins,
Disco
did they?
Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro,
Ooh, big
Stanley
developer right now.
Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community.
Yeah,
If you're a dev,
big
you'll
games.
likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our
Hi-Res.
presence at Bit Summit,
Okay.
our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where
Yes.
folks who love indie games can connect with each other.
Indie games are
discover
the
new
future of
games, and be
gaming.
part
I've
of a
said
welcoming,
it
diverse,
2 years
broad,
ago and I'll
creative
say it
community.
again.
Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our
There's some part of
newsletter.
Paladins. Did
Learn
they?
about
There's a
new
small
games,
part of Hi-Res,
upcoming
Mojo.
showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
Sorry guys, I was opening up Steam. Hey!
Well, we have another world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically
World
appropriate
premiere!
for this showcase.
Give me a good game!
You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way.
Is this
I like herding. It'll be
another
herding your way next year.
farming
It's called
game?
Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Sheep. Sheep game.
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited.
I like
to
studios
be able
like
to share
this.
this exclusive first teaser with you.
The game might not be for me, but they're
take a
building
look.
their team.
I'll
They're
be back
working
at
on
the
more games that are true to what they like to make, which is cool. That's one of the reasons I like indie games, indie developers. Land and Seas, people say they're good developers too, so I don't know. It's a game about herding sheep too. How terrible can a game about herding sheep be, bro? Turn your brain off, listen to some music, walk around with your dog. It is what it is, bro. Bug in Overwatch right now, I think it's 2 free skins apparently. Yeah, no. In the store, there's 2 free Summer Games skins that you can get for 0 credits. Not a bug, but it wasn't supposed to be active today. The bug was that it was active today. It's supposed to come out in like 5 days or some shit, or on the launch in a couple days. So, no, it's not a bug. I don't know. You can go get it, but it's free for everyone. It's a bit earlier than they were
We hope you
intending.
enjoyed this first look at
I don't give a fuck. I already own both of them.
To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem-solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age folktale. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year.
That's crazy.
In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to
This
be the
game
first
looks
to hear
fine.
about
It
what
looks
we're up to,
decent.
please head
Fuck
over
people,
to
am I
our
right?
Steam
Yeah.
page to
Fuck
wish list the
people,
game,
give me
or go
sheep.
to summerhill.game
Puzzle
to
solving.
join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Summerhill looks decent.
Next up, we have an update on Eternights. This is from Studio Scythe, essentially a one-person team with
Summerhill.
helping out on the side, and it's a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this.
A dating action game. Is that Catherine?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs,
Uh.
but it's urgent.
Uh.
Virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
Save your waifu or she turns into a zombie?
The road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternights is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story. Can I be honest for a moment?
Here's your Persona 3, dude.
Sometimes with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives,
Girls? I want to see men!
exploring dungeons?
True.
All seems easier when you have someone special by your side.
See, Boyfriend Dungeon is like kind of funny and cool.
So
This is like...
what now? Did you just shush me?
This is weird.
Because the teacher might hear us.
The teacher might hear us? There's no one in the classroom.
Hey,
It's nighttime.
have you ever
Oh, waifu art? Ooh.
you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and
Wow.
we are so cheesy. Mini games. We have so many mini games that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle. So yeah.
It doesn't look like a bad game, too, considering like the genre it's in. It actually looks much more developed than some of the other games in its category.
So many things like train, scavenge, dates. Did I say date twice?
It looks like a much more developed game than some of the other things you have to go with. So I don't know. It looks a little basic though. It looks fire. It looks fine. It looks decent. But it's a little silly.
Wishlist now.
Next up, from
Eternights?
Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share
Looks
your
fire, but
creations
hella
with the
down bad.
community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco
Yeah.
Roncalli from Evil Licorice,
Yeah.
and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets. Although it takes
You're
me
developing,
forever
like-
to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this.
This is a
one,
simulation
when I rotate the
technology
knob
building game?
or I
That
press
seems
the
kind of
buttons.
cool.
And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort.
That's pretty cool.
We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to
I'll be right back
take
real
the
quick.
best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment. We have a fantastic community and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam and we have big plans in store. Bye.
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game, Mars First Logistics. In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build yourself. As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with.
Alright, I'm back. What I missed? What is this? A delivery game?
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new
You build your own
buildings
robots
in
to
the
complete
game
different
world.
tasks. Okay. It's a task game. Okay.
One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination.
That's kinda
using
cool.
the parts that you have available.
This is a problem-solving game. I would do that shit. I'd break something and then get pissed off. Of course, with these types of games, you'll have people who will figure out the best way to build anything and then, like, ruin it. That looks cool!
And as you build up your collection of parts, more creative options will become available.
Ding! Mega Mario!
And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor. And finally,
If this
I'm
game
very
was co-op,
excited to
I'd
announce that
lose it.
Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's
So
just
soon.
2 weeks away.
Yeah,
and we're
soon.
really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
Mars first.
You'd think the aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty
Looks
good,
good.
right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Saltsea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough.
The
So
game
buckle
will
your
be co-op.
squashes
That's
and
sick.
Get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Saltsea Chronicles.
Wind Waker having ass.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik.
I wish the Overwatch
I'm
team was
Hannah
like
Nicklin
that,
from
dude.
Die
You
Gute
got a
Fabrik,
fucking
and we
team of
made
16
Saltsea
people
Chronicles.
working on a
We're
game.
super stoked to show you the world premiere of Saltsea Chronicles today. It's a flooded
Thank you for the
world,
follow, Tails
story-driven
GP1.
adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Oh.
At the beginning
Make
of the
sure
game,
nothing
you're going to
serious
discover
opens
that
up.
Maya, your captain, has gone missing. And together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Saltsea archipelago in search
Tails
of
is a homie
clues.
from Twitter.
In each chapter of the game, you decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet
Nothing?
on the way. Saltsea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the
Hopefully you're doing
fragments
well
of the
today,
spawn that came
Tails.
before. Our art team have really done an incredible job.
That makes sense.
One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats. As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea.
Are you watching any of the
Here's a
game
way
news
to
today,
take a break
Tails?
from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago.
Thanks,
and
buddy.
it's
Today I
where
woke up very
the community
late.
has slightly
I've been up
different
very
passwords.
early today. I guess it's a
Another
good,
thing we're
easy
super
day.
proud of is
Just
our
video
exploration
games.
System. So we're sort of done away with the walk
Kinda
of
look at those
shame in
informational
adventure
vids.
games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen
You know what I
span
mean?
arrow
Yeah.
to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically. Salt Sea Chronicles doesn't tell a story.
This is like an adventure novel
It's a story
almost.
about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange, maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre.
Like, I know this is an indie game, but this is like a
So
this is
while
a
you
pretty
might be new
lengthy
to the
game from how
world
they're
of
describing
Saltsea,
it.
You'll know
Or
that
at least
you're in
it's a
a
pretty
Scooby-Doo
lengthy
chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or
what is it called?
there are plenty of laughs,
Story
but
game?
tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Salt Sea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart. when
Yes,
you
I
play.
attend the event. Yeah, the event's been fun so far. Something new to do.
All right, this next game, sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Xbox games. Yes, I want to go crazy with the new Forza because I'm
Tim wants
crazy
me
about
to read
racing
something.
games. Yeah.
Apologies, but
I've never been able to get into racing games, but I know some of the racing games
thing
go
I love
hard.
most
I used to
about
play
David
some of the
Jones,
older Need for Speeds. Those were
Tim,
insane.
As me as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers.
And whoever this guy
I
is,
love
he's a pretty
hearing
good
them
host.
describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs, their triumphs and tribulations, while making a real video game.
We got about 15 minutes until Devolver Digital comes out and just does their weird fucking drug trip
This
stuff.
is actually pretty cool. Two Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games.
So a
All the
documentary for a
intimacy,
Double
all the
Fine game?
tears, the outrage and joys and all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2.
I'm interested. I would love to watch this. Video game development is fucking terrible. It's tough. It's stressful. Being able to watch the process of how they went to actually pushing out Psychonauts 2 would be kind of crazy.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
Psycho Odyssey from Double Fine. Double Fine's great. All episodes on YouTube. We should do a
To submit
YouTube
your
watch
game
party.
For future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us.
Environment
since the
in the
very
development of
beginning
work,
of
whether
Day of the
film,
Devs. We're
game,
going on 11
etc.,
years.
is stressful.
We could not
Yeah.
pay for any of this without these sponsors.
Thank you to
They
PlayStation,
donate to
Xbox,
us,
and Steam.
ask for
Everyone
nothing
helped
in
out
return
today.
except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please, applause for all. the
Where's
cool
Nintendo
people
at? Come
the
on,
team.
man.
We
Help your
appreciate you.
developers.
We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions.
They had
between all these
one
amazing
guy
games.
do the
Ever since
soundtrack
we
for this
started doing these
entire
digital
thing.
showcases for Day of the Devs.
Yeah, big shout out to
Thank you
Dose
again. You're
One.
a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Hell, Dose One is incredible.
My dude put in
Thank
the
you
work.
for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to dayofthedevs.com. The URL on your screen. Follow us on social media. We got more coming up this year. Thank you to our friend Jeff Keighley. The Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy to be a part of.
So
the
quick
Summer Game
10-minute
Fest.
intermission, and then we get Cult
Definitely
of the
stick
Lamb
around. We're not
developers.
completely done yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New
Oh.
Caledonia. Thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really f***ing cool. Happening right now.
Okay, musical performance. From which game? What did he say the game was? I didn't catch it. Dude, with the flute. It's a very pretty sounding song. It's a pretty game. It's like Wind Waker almost. There's the Wind Waker. The turtle! Very pretty game for sure, for sure. I don't even know what the fuck the game was called, but you know what? Looked all right. All right, so we got about a quick 8-minute buffer between the next showcase, if I'm correct. Devolver Digital Showcase 2023. Yeah, it's coming up soon. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. Do a quick BRB. Use the restroom, and then I'll throw this on in a second when I get back. Boot back up Discord. Check Twitter again. And I guess I can leave this up while I'm doing stuff. Sorry for Devolver Digital be fucking weird again. Yeah, they're gonna be fucking crazy. Alrighty, here comes the trailer for it, the direct for it, or whatever. Oh, like, fucking, I don't know who this is, but apparently he's back, is what they were saying on their thing on Twitter. Oh, so how's everyone's day been? Before I go, like, grab another drink and use the restroom. Like, what are you guys up to today? Tails, West, Shu, Panda. I don't know if Flunkin's still here. Devolver Digital is our entertainment. Devolver Digital is fucking crazy. I remember one time, their whole concept, was it a year ago or 2 years ago? Their whole concept was they were trapped within a programming. The whole thing was like, hey, we're breaking the fourth wall as we do our showcase. So it's like, oh, the viewers, they're watching us, blah, 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 blah. Like, they were like, the whole thing was super trippy and just fucking insane. It was so fucking crazy. About to head to the gym in a bit. All right. Been alright, just been modding Fallout most of the day. I see. About a year ago. Driver's Ed project. You said the Devolver Digital thing was a year ago, so it was last year when they did their showcase? Yeah, it was crazy. Been getting into Smash again. You've been getting into Smash and Isaac. Great games to get back into. Really good stuff. Think so. We watched it. We watched it together. It was so insane. I remember watching it on stream. I remember because we watched it before Cult of the Lamb actually came out. Yes, Isaac and Smash are the ones. Yeah, good games. So what I think we'll get from Devolver Digital is a showcase, a showing of one of their newer games. We'll get like DLC for all of their older games. We'll probably get like a Cult of the Lamb like expansion announced, not like a DLC, a straight up expansion. I think one of the coolest things they could announce is, hey, we're adding a Binding of Isaac Repentance-sized expansion to Cult of the Lamb. That would be one of the biggest things. Because right now, Cult of the Lamb could be Devolver Digital's Binding of Isaac if they really wanted to. If they really wanted to, they could add new weapons, add new areas, add new enemies, add new bosses. They could go above and beyond the Cult of the Lamb if they wanted to. They already did that, though. I mean more, like to a much larger scale. Or once the woman who started to go crazy with the passage of time, becoming more bloodthirsty. Yeah, that's probably before the pandemic. Yeah. Also, they already kind of teased they were going to be doing some stuff with Hotline Miami. It's called Relics of the Old Faith. I'm talking about more, Strudel. Bigger. A paid expansion. Strudel out here like, yeah, the shit they gave us for free is equal to Binding of Isaac Repentance. No, it's not. What did they collab with the Binding of Isaac? So they showcased on YouTube, they did a quick like, oh, this rat's back, and then they showcased like Hotline Miami for like a split second. I hope we get more Hotline Miami. If we get a Hotline Miami 3, I'm going to lose my shit. Hotline Miami 3 would be insane. I don't like spending money. I don't mind spending money if it's for cool developers like Devolver Digital. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom before the event starts. I think another Weird West expansion would be kind of cool. Was it called Wild West? No, it's called Weird West. A Weird West expansion would be kind of cool. What'd be another game from Devolver Digital? What were all of the Devolver Digital games? They did Enter the Gungeon. They helped publish it. Maybe another Enter the Gungeon could be kind of cool. They did My Friend Pedro. They did Loop Hero, people liked. Katana Zero, people liked. They're doing the countdown. It's not starting for another 15 minutes. Jeez. Shadow Warrior, people liked. Serious Sam, people enjoyed. Exit the Gungeon is ass. They did Enter the Gungeon, or they helped publish it. Exit the Gungeon was bad. Oh, the Apple Arcade one. Talos Principle, people enjoyed. Inscription, people fucking loved. Can you imagine if they did an Inscription 2? Inscription 2, Hotline Miami 3 would be sick. Another Enter the Gungeon expansion would be fucking crazy. What else? Death's Door? They helped with Death's Door? Really? Oh, with the bird. Yeah. Pixel art game? Never got past the Pokemon part. Finished the Inscription one though, yes. I did finish Inscription. Well, I got to the part where it became like a 2D game. Yeah. I love me some pixel art. Looks great. Quality of it looks a little could be better. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Looks cute. Trailer coming up in a minute. Please, I want Enter the Gungeon news. I want Hotline Miami news. I want, what was the third one I wanted? Inscription news. Any of those I'd be happy with. Or I guess Cult of the Lamb news. There you go, so 4 games. We just chillin'. I could start a Dead Estate run, but 12 minutes is like a floor and a half, and then it's over. Sludge Life. What am I looking at? This game looks trippy. Sludge Life 2. I'll add it. Fuck it, why not? Have I gotten Dead God? Yes, I've 100%ed Binding of Isaac. I have all of the achievements on one save. So basically on one save, I've done everything I could possibly do. 200% the game. I haven't done it 3 times, but in Binding of Isaac, I've done every single thing out of like the, how many achievements is it? 1,000? 600? Where is it? 637 achievements. I have all of them in Binding of Isaac. Right there, bruh. Right there. $10 minutes. T-minus 10 minutes. Does anyone want anything from Devolver Digital? Like I said, I already named my 4 games. What I want and expect to see. I would love a new IP. A new IP from Devolver Digital could be kind of cool too. I think so. Not holding my breath for Enter the Gungeon. They had their final update a while ago. Did they call it a final update? What's this? I don't know. It's a trailer. I'm gonna use the restroom. Sure, you let me know. It reminds me of Darwinia. I'll be right back. Bleak Sword DX. It's available now. You know what? I'll add it to the wish list. One sec. so I can look it up. It's $10. $10 game, not bad. I'll be back real quick.
Karmazu is a joyful cooperative platformer where up to 10 random players team up and must combine the abilities of 50 different characters to win and complete a loop. Throw yourself on a spike and lay down an adorable little tombstone. Karmazu is about helping people, working together, and finding bliss in cooperation, even when things go wrong.
Heard something shiny and unaware. It was a snower. My neurons activated. Congrats on the shiny. Had a Farewell to Arms update. Okay, I didn't know. Well, it's been what? If 2019 was their last Enter the Gungeon update, I mean, 4 years? I think 4 years is enough time to be like, hey, we're working on another Enter the Gungeon. First random shiny. BRB, take your time. I feel like that's plenty of time. But the thing is with roguelikes, those games take literally years. Years! I don't know if there is another Enter the Gungeon. If there is, it's unlikely, honestly. Called Exit the Gungeon. Exit the Gungeon was shit. It was so shit.
What are you? Me? I'm mad.
This is the Hellboy game. Again, that's the only gameplay they've shown from it, so like... Hellboy game? Yeah, Hellboy. It's the same trailer they showed a long time ago. So maybe we'll get more Hellboy today, I guess? Maybe that's another thing? I completely forgot about Hellboy. If you didn't get any sleep, slap me 5. Yeah! No sleep, gang, bro? Give me 5, bro. I made a tweet to the developer where he talked about the bug. This is kind of what we talked about earlier, West. 2 skins planned to be given away during Season 5 to celebrate Summer Games were accidentally enabled for a short period of time today. So the Summer Games event is like a week, 2 weeks away, and they enabled it today in Overwatch. And like, since we fixed the issue, log in later to Season 5 to claim these skins. So saying, hey, Season 5's not out, come back and you'll actually be able to get those if you weren't able to snag them earlier today because we fucked up. And it's like, okay, cool. And then I was like, how about you fix the fucking fact that you're selling old skins that used to be for playing during events?
Hey everybody, this is James Mountain.
I'm so glad me shitting on how Overwatch 2 is being perceived well on Overwatch, or like the Overwatch side of things. I think it's a very big deal to be able to get 10, 20,000 people shit on the developers, bro. I'm so sick of Overwatch 2, dude.
Right to pick the music for his own funeral. I do love a party.
So quick to that without telling us. Yeah, you already mentioned that, like you said. Yeah. That was crazy, dude. We fucked up and it involves potential money, but like, you know, now that we cancel PvE, we'll wait on 8 months on that. I think you should have kept them here, kept them there. They should have just been like, they're free. Yeah, exactly. They should have just kept them in the store, be like, hey, get them now to celebrate Season 5 instead of, oop, we fucked up. We removed them. We'll bring them back later. You're totally right. They should have just kept them there. God, dude. What was I remember? They didn't give a shit for PvE shit. What they would give you for playing PvE was like achievements. That was it. And you had to earn that shit. But it's like, so eventually, like, those skins used to, not PvE, PvP? No, not PvE. But like, I want to go back to like what I was talking about. Like, it's the fact that like those skins, like, for lying about PvE 4 years. Yeah, that really sucked. They waited 4 years to announce they were lying. And then it so sucks, dude. It just sucks. But the more I think about how the Overwatch skins used to be earned during events, the more I get annoyed. No apology gift for that shit. Yeah, they really should have just been like, hey, all Overwatch 1 skins are going to be free. It's our apology, or something like that. I don't know. Because most Overwatch 1, like, diehard fans already have all of that shit. Because we've been playing the game for fucking 6 years at this point. I don't know. It makes no fucking sense, dude. But, okay, I need to get this point out. You used to only you could get some of these skins that they're throwing in the store.
Your favorite video game character.
Remember me? I don't remember Volvi at all. 10, 9, they're gaslighting us. I have no clue who the fuck Volvi is. I'm so fucking glad I saved.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
But you only used to be able to get some of those skins by winning. You had to win the game to get those skins. And now they're in the store for $10. It's so fucking stupid.
This is where it all began. The cultural icon of the gaming industry. More influential than any pop star or politician. The most famous video game mascot of all time. Devolver Digital's very own Volvi.
Yeah, good old Volvi, huh?
You know him as the star of all your favorite Devolver games. But where did Volvi come from? Many years ago, Devolver Digital hired little-known designer Ronathan Trotfield and tasked him with creating a character that could rival the big names of the day.
You have to remember, we were trying to compete with the heavy hitters. Bonk, Gex, Awesome Possum, Arrow the Acrobat. And this was no small task.
Yeah, we spent a few years on it, but... to be honest, I don't really remember drawing it.
I remember Ronathan showing us that final design.
They're gaslighting us that Volvi's always been around, dude.
That face, those smart brown shoes, and of course, the master stroke.
Yep.
It's one big...
Man, I remember growing up with Volvi.
I'd just never seen a hand that big. We knew straight away we had something special.
Yeah.
Volvi was introduced to the world in his first solo game, Field Run, which went on to become a cult hit.
We were seeing the sales numbers going up and up. We couldn't believe it. The demand for the character was insane.
I think it's supposed to be a rat.
And so Volvi went on to star in a string of hit Devolver titles. Hotline Miami, Cult of the Lamb, Grease from Nomada, Ape Out, My Friend Pedro, Piku Niku, Enter the Gungeon. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, man.
Volvi's popularity had skyrocketed. He was
Good
a
old
icon,
Volvi, dude.
Not just for video games, but pop culture in general.
Absolutely. Oh, 1996 Volvi? Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
The Volvi merchandise was flying off the shelves. I'm talking clothing, toys.
Devolver Digital is
and
fucking crazy,
a range of
dude.
What we called legally edible snack foods.
Volvi's Mystery Bites. Can you solve the riddle? Join Volvi and try to figure out what's in your mouth.
They're confusing.
Oh, this is crazy, dude.
The tastes and trends are fickle. And as the years went by, kids began to want different things from their video game mascots.
We saw the way the market was changing, and we made the difficult decision to part ways with Ronathan. We had no choice. We needed to keep Volvi relevant.
It's Volvi 2.0.
Dude, it's getting a little too real. Jeez, dude.
We lost the big cheeky smile.
I don't need your permission to eat a meat burger.
Even the big hand for gaming.
What are we looking at, dude?
With more attitude.
Guess what? I have an earache, and I don't care. It's graffiti time.
Damn, dude.
Maybe we went too far.
Volvi 2.0 performed poorly.
That's crazy,
and
bro. The
character
earache?
began a
You
slow
didn't
but
care?
steady
What a
decline.
fucking beast, dude.
So, we made the decision to quietly discontinue the Volvi franchise.
No!
Like, I was losing a family member. Well, a distant family member, but it was still quite horrible.
No. Aww.
And, nobody's seen him since.
I'm so glad he's coming back, dude.
Until now. Good evening, and thank you all for coming to a very, very special night. I'm your host, Chris Jake, and you heard it right, folks. I am so proud to present the launch event for the reboot, rebirth, and return of the world's greatest video game mascot, Volvi! Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude!
Settle down, please, because it gets even better. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Volvi's original creator, Ronathan Trotfield!
Volvi?
Yes! Wow!
Man, this guy's a legend, bro. I love Volvi. That's crazy, dude. I don't know what's bigger, this or Nicolas Cage, dude.
Momentous day. Very nice. Wow, that is beautiful. That is amazing.
Yep.
I, for one, cannot wait to see what you and the team at Devolver have come up with. So, what do you say? You want to see him? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I present to you the new and improved Volve-E!
This has been amazing, dude.
Wow. Oh my God, he is back. Incredible. But how does he work?
I'm glad you asked, Chris. Well, we've taken the heart and soul of what made Ronathan's character so lovable, but we've given him a very important new update. With the latest advances in both biotech and machine learning, Volve-E fuses the DNA of a real vole with today's most powerful AI technology.
That's impressive. Yeah.
In short, Valve E can
This is crazy,
instantly
dude.
generate brand new, fully playable games based on simple prompts by the player.
Simple prompts, you say?
That's right. The consumer no longer has to wait for a bunch of slow programmers and stinky developers to be inspired. No, they can use Valve E to play what they want, when they want. Here, let me show you. Hey there, Valve E. Generate a game for me. How about one that, oh, I don't know, is a cooperative survival sandbox, but with wizards?
Alright, on to the games. After that fucking gaslight. Yeah, you know what, man? I love Volvi, bruh.
And I'll tell you a tale. There they stood, 6 alone. The hunter, the maker, and the wild swamp zone. A young chief rising and a weaver of bone. Remember, the gate was thrown wide, the horror inside. The riders drew iron, there was nowhere to hide. Before it was done, our heroes, yes, everyone, they fell and died.
The soundtrack's insane. This looks sick, dude! What'd you miss? Devolver Digital basically said Mario's always... Their version of Mario's always existed.
It's up to you now, kid.
What the hell was this game, dude? Looks like Don't Starve Together. Like a Minecraft Dungeons like type game. It's a mix. You have to collect resources. This looks crazy, dude. Because, like, no matter what, it's just more Don't Starve Together. Wizard with a gun. Single player demo now available on PC. Or Steam.
Incredible.
That looked
Wait a
crazy.
minute. Are you saying that game was entirely generated by Valve E? No one had to spend any time or effort making it?
Correct. There was no real creative process at all. Just Valve E and his wonderful machine learning. Oh, no, well, that's a good question, actually. Well, each prompt and game idea...
That looks sick. I don't know. What do you think about that game, Wes?
Valve E's powerful system.
I know you
And
like
so
Don't Starve
inevitably
more.
There are some waste byproducts.
More than most of us here.
So back to the games. Do you mean to say that anyone can give Volvi a prompt?
Back? Did you miss the game, Wes?
I don't know. Me?
Sure, Chris.
Shit
See
on the
for
floor.
yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm nervous now. Hi, Volvi. Chris Jake. I'm a huge fan of the Talos principle, so I'd like to see something like that, but with new puzzles. A grand
Solid
new
game? What'd you
story
think of
and
it? It looks good,
beautiful
right?
Worlds to roam around. Oh,
Still just more Don't
and I'd
Starve.
like to see that gameplay
With guns.
right about now.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here.
Monumental Puzzle
This
Series.
place might be meant to test us, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Some more Don't Starve. Yeah, it looks fine.
What are we being tested for? Our worth? Curiosity?
I guess you're right, Wes.
Persistence?
So it looks good to me. I'm excited about that. Plus, it's a Devolver Digital game, dude.
Why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value? Because the thing about puzzles
I think this would be really trippy in VR.
is that they can be solved.
Yeah, Talos Principle too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Now that looks like the kind of game I could really spend my disposable income on. Thanks, Volvi. Yes.
Nice.
What happened to his big hand?
And the best part is that to create a game with Valve E, you don't need any game experience or any of that tech stuff. Who here hasn't dreamt of creating their own game?
I have.
Right?
I have.
You did.
My dude's so sad his creation's been turned into that.
Yes. You have a game idea? Yeah, come on up here.
Come on.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, ow. And okay. Oh, no, be careful. Be careful. No, please be careful.
Sorry, it's just, I'm such a big fan. I've been playing with Volvi ever since I was a kid.
That's your creator.
Do you have a game idea you'd like Valve E to generate?
Okay, how about a super weird walking simulator where you control the character's legs independently from his body? Maybe there's some guys in horses' heads and possibly there's even a mountain?
Right.
But let's see, Volvi, what could you rustle us up?
Don't touch me.
Nate!
Get off the booth.
Nate! Nate!
Nate, buddy, family meeting, let's go. Are you bringing him food again?
Is that the guy from fucking...
Right now.
You are literally killing him with these pizzas.
You just want to throw him out on the street?
No, he's 35. I want him to have...
That's totally him. What is his name, dude?
Nate, if you can hear my voice, I want you to come up...
He's the guy from The Office, and what's the other movie? They go to Vegas. The Hangover. It's that dude from The Hangover, bruh. The creators of Ape Out.
What the hell?
And getting over it? Oh no! Is this WASD? Oh no! Oh no! This is gonna be so bad! Oh, another fucking terrible game. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking terrible to get through. Oh no, dude. You're ready to lose 100 hours plus into this fucking game. Knock it over, dude. There you go.
Oh, can you not?
it's just I didn't.
Is it gonna have story?
No, I was just trying to catch it with my. Sorry,
With
just
your
was
fork,
using my.
yeah, you tried to catch it.
I saw it was starting to go.
Is it
and I
co-op?
was trying to-
You just kicked. You thought I'll give it a good kick
No,
to counteract the fall.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
No
steady
way.
it. I might be over.
Yeah, you might. You might have.
I
Yeah, you
over.
might
This
have.
game's gonna be
You might have
fucking awful.
oversteadied
Yeah,
it.
no, it's just a little oversteadied.
Well, it's not steady now.
No, well.
See you later.
So,
Wanker.
Bro kind of caked up though. Yeah. Baby Steps. What a fucking perfect name. That's fucking insane. And it's not on Xbox. That's another. That game is fucking crazy.
You did do that, but you don't own any of the intellectual property, and you still have to buy it. Okay, give her a big hand. Brilliant.
So what happens if we bring a pro into this?
That's crazy.
Let's give Valve something really special here.
What's up, guys? Hey, yo! Hey, how we doing? Guys, I am watching live, and can I just say, what you were doing out there, incredible. I could not be more excited to be part of whatever this is.
And thank you. We're all massive fans of your influencing. What sort of prompt would you like to give Valve?
So you freaking out about this game?
Okay,
Yeah.
try this, Volby. A much-anticipated sequel to a hilarious online co-op game. Just more gameplay, more levels, just better all around.
Okay, Valve. Show 'em what you got.
Human Fall Flat! Dude, I love Human Fall Flat. Oh, shit! Oh, I'm playing this with the boys. Oh my god.
Human Fall Flat 2. I know I'd love to get my hands on a copy of that. Who wouldn't, right? Yeah, come on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Say it comes out in a
now that
week.
You've all met the new and improved Valve E. It's time for him to meet with you as we connect him to Devolver's global network of gamers.
Yeah, that's right. Come on.
Once connected, his powerful technology will be an open source tool free for us all to use.
Wow, crazy.
Here we go.
He's so pissed.
Slight technical hit.
Oh, did I call it? Oh no, it's just him in the game. Never mind. You know, good old Volvo. For a second there, dude, I thought it was Inscription 2, dude. Devolver Digital is fucking crazy. Oh my god, dude! Dude! Okay. Every time they do one of these, it's like they give each and every viewer like a bunch of acid and drugs and alcohol, you name it, and then they say, "Good, enjoy our show."
20% off all your favorite Volby merchandise
fuck?
right now. Buy it now. A Division Devolver. Devolver. Buy it now.
It's like a Meat Canyon video, dude. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Well, see what YouTube chat's saying about it. Was that it? Come on, dude. I know there wasn't a lot of content, but it was fun to watch. They didn't really announce a bunch of stuff, but I mean, come on now. That was fun, dude. The best part of these shows, man. Cause like, yeah, it was perfect. It was such a good like art piece. It was fun, dude. Volby wanted to die. He hated his existence. Yeah, dude. That that was crazy. No Volby game. This is gaming. This is gaming, dude. That was funny. Alright, so I'm gonna call it there. That was basically 3 hours, 40 minutes of streaming, watching stuff. I don't think there's anything else today. If there is, I'll check real quick. I think we have to wait for PC Game Show and Xbox Showcase in 3 days, right? Games Conference. Alrighty then. Yeah, so next one's the future game show's actually on the 10th. I guess we could watch that. I think it's just gonna be stuff we already know though, right? Future game show. Hosted by Troy Baker and Laura Bailey. Powered by Turtle Beach. Whatever. We'll figure it out tomorrow. All right, thanks so much for being here. You guys will take care. Have a good rest of the night. It was fun. It was fun. Or good rest of the day, I guess, because we streamed early. Take care, everyone. Peace out. It was fun. It was fun.